Unthinkable. That's what unions were called at Carleton University in the early 1970s. Well, at least the unions for professors, librarians, and support staff. After all, these were men and women wearing blouses and shirts with white collars, and many of them really did think that unions were only for guys in hard hats and blue collars. And yet, by 1976, the majority of these employees had turned their two staff associations into unions. Why? Before I did my research, historians had only looked at professors and concluded it was largely about tough economic times. Carleton was getting a lot less money from the provincial government, putting the squeeze on its budget, and President Michael Oliver really seemed willing to lay off faculty to solve these financial woes. A union was a way for professors to protect themselves legally. But my research discovered a part of the story that hadn't been told before. Unionization was about women's lib, baby. As a historian, I collect stories, oral histories, because I think our memories tell us important things about events that we can't learn just from reading documents. I interviewed 27 people and discovered that the leaders of all three groups were women fighting for social justice. Here are my three favorite examples. Professor Jill Vickers was the president of the Faculty Association at the time, and sure, she wanted the rule of law, the legal right to negotiate. But she also wanted Carleton to be a lot more women-friendly, and not just equal pay for work of equal value. She wanted to stop lousy things from happening, like women getting the worst teaching assignments. Valerie Swinton helped lead the librarians, and she knew that librarianship had been labeled as women's work, which meant it wasn't considered academic or professional. They were paid less than their professional peers, plus the female librarians had to watch their male colleagues get ahead a lot faster in their careers. The librarians joined the Faculty Association just before it became a union, and Val knew that would help improve their status. Silvia Garuda was a support staff activist. She remembers going to her boss one day in the library and saying, "I speak 3 languages. I receive research journals from around the world. How come I'm paid $3,000 a year and the guy who delivers the mail is paid $4,000? The answer? He lifts boxes." She knew that wasn't fair, and she's really proud of the fact that her old job is now worth $50,000 a year. Roses have become a symbol of the women's movement in Canada, in honor of those activists that Canadian feminist Judy Rebek has called radical, uppity people, who've been fighting for women's rights in Canada since the 1960s. Well, we had some of those radical, uppity people here at Carleton in the 1970s, who knew that social justice for women was worth fighting for, and a union was a way to achieve that goal. Thank you.